Hello everyone and welcome to Intuitive Healing. This is Suparna Bakaya and today we are going to do a 2023 work, career, success, growth, money, abundance reading for the sun sign of Sagittarius. So what I would ask you to do is just hold the intention in your heart and mind as to what you want 2023 to look like. Are you looking for a career change? Are you looking to go in a different direction? Are you looking to stay put and find more stability in your job? Are you looking for appreciation, acceptance from colleagues, from supervisors, from your bosses? Are you looking for the same from your juniors? Are you looking for a raise? Who doesn't mind extra money, right? Are you looking for some kind of scholarship? Are you looking to take a break and go for studying or in a different direction? So whatever it is with regards to your work and career life, hold that intention, a thought in your heart and mind. I'm going to pull out 12 cards as guidance for you, one for each month for the year 2023. Now, before we begin, very important, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's absolutely free. Plus, everyone happens to have a zodiac, so you can share the videos around. And yes, let's begin. So, 2023 career, work life, sun sign Sagittarius. Let's see what messages are there for you. 2023 career, work life, sun sign, zodiac of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign, as you probably already know, and they like to get things done. Don't like to waste time. All fire signs do, right? They have that fierce energy inside. You just like to get things done without delay. Sometimes patience helps though, and we'll see what guidance comes. So let's see what messages are there for the career, work, life of the sun sign of Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay. Now I have to find that card. I'll do that in a bit. Let's just first keep taking the cards out. I'm going to leave that space here for the one that fell. Okay. Messages for the sun sign of Sagittarius for career, work, life for the year 2023. Messages for the sun sign for the zodiac of Sagittarius for the career, work life in the year 2023. Messages for the sun sign of Sagittarius for career and work life 2023. All right, messages for the sun sign of Sagittarius. Okay, and all right, messages for the sun sign of Sagittarius for career, work, life. Messages for the sun sign of Sagittarius for their career and work life. Okay, let's do that. Don't feel guided to pull that one up. And there it is. But that's too many, so let's go. Some resistance. I pick up some anxiety to probably know what's going to come up. Don't worry, don't worry. Always there to guide you. Messages are always there to help you, not to worry you. Okay, messages for the sun sign of Sagittarius for their career and work life. And there we go for the year 2023. Okay, now you got to give me a few minutes, maybe just a quick minute to grab the one that's fallen down. Okay, I'm dropping things as I'm doing this. All right, found it. It's probably a good idea to shift the table back. All right, let's just leave that on one there, and let me see if I can get all of them into focus so you can see them all better. Okay, all right, there we go. Let's just, there we go. Voila. All right, so let's see what we begin with. So, all right, everyone seems to want to begin with a bang this year. That's what's happening with other zodiacs as well. A major arcana pops out right in the month of January. What a major arcana card means is that these are big life changes, big events, big beliefs, core beliefs that are going to, either change or you'll develop something new. And these are changes here to stay. So yes, it's going to happen in the month of January because this is the first card that I pulled out. But it's not going to disappear. Once you work on this, it stays with you for good. Now, of course, one has to keep working on things, and then it's not that you do it once and you'll never, have to redo it again. But these changes stay here for good. You don't have to do it every second day. Now, what this card means is literally, you see the picture. you are being guided to take a 360-degree turn and very upside down perspective on the way you're looking at things now. Having said that, that can also be a bit of a challenge for your sun sign, for your zodiac, specifically Sagittarius, because you can get a little stubborn with seeing things a certain way. It may happen. It happens with all of us, but it can happen a tad little more with you. So now you are being asked, this is the first card that's come up in 2023. You being guided to do this. If you do this, a lot of good will follow, essentially. Okay, now this means changing the way you looking at a particular situation, your career, your work life. There is something that you're not looking at in the way you're being guided to look at. So you have to look at the uniqueness of the situation, how different it is. Maybe if you're temporarily being asked to take a pause in the way things are going, maybe look at things, see if you want to go in a different direction, listen to other people, see what they're saying, hear what they're saying. Okay, in the end, if it doesn't work well for you, and when I say in the end, and when I say when it doesn't work well, it means when you've genuinely given it your good in listening to other people, not for the sake of it, right? You do that, it still doesn't work for you, you hold on to your principles. But usually when this card comes up, it is a very, very strong suggestion for whoever it comes up for. It doesn't matter whether it's zodiac or not, but in any reading, when this card comes up, it's basically guiding very strongly to look at the situation in a different way. So if you were looking at it in a way that was very beneficial, very helpful, very positive, it wouldn't show up. So somewhere how you're looking at things, I wouldn't say is wrong, no, but maybe incomplete, maybe just, your point of view could even be a little, you might get married or passionate to your point of view, right? So you're being asked to look at things slightly in a overall broader perspective and taking other people's point of view. In the end, if it really, really feels troublesome and you just cannot manage and you have to let go, then you let go. But you must start with that for sure. Now, if something is already unraveling in a way in December, as we talk right now, about January, then it refers to that. If you're wanting to go in a different direction, career pathwise, then we'll see what more guidance comes up and what cards come up for you. But yes, you are being guided to, and it is a little difficult, okay? It is, I won't lie about it. Look how it is difficult to just hang like that, right? Because it's against the gravitational pull, it's against the normal physical way of being. But if this is the guidance, then you're being asked to deal with a challenge. And if, of course, there is also, you can tend to, Sagittarius, get a little stubborn about the way you're thinking. But on the upside, like I said, you're a fire sign, you like to get things done. You can deal with the challenge in ways that many people cannot. So you'll just get it done. You won't care. You'll just get it done. But you need to look at the things positively first, and in a very different way. If you're going to try and get things done in the same ABC format that you have been following, not a lot of success is going to come forward from it. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is in store for you. All right, so now that you're looking at things in a different way, you're being guided. This is not a major arcana card, but it's pretty much going in the same direction. And it's asking you to do a lot of research before proceeding. So if you're looking for, I sense a strong desire for some kind of career change or break here. Maybe you're wanting to go back to education, studies, improving the qualifications that you have. Just do a lot of research. You're on the right track, but you must do a lot of research. It indicates education, going back to school, long-term projects, and long-term success. But yes, a temporary delay or a temporary pause, because if you're putting earning on the side, or if you're putting it temporary on the pause while you'll be gathering more credentials, it will go your way. But you have to make peace with that. But do a lot of research before proceeding forward. See where it's taking you, what course you want to do, what direction you want to go in, what career path you want to choose. And because you're definitely headed down the right road, you just need to really, really look at things in a different, take other people's opinion as to what course is everything. These two cards make a lot of more sense together now. So you're headed in the right direction. If you want validation from the universe, here it is. But if other people have been telling you to do something in a different way and you've not been listening, then listen, because it's asking you to listen. Okay, around the time of March, again a major arcana card, you will take, I'll just pull this card up, you will take a deep, in-depth, do engage in in-depth introspection, and you'll take a good look as to what belief systems you have had so far in your life which are not working for you. Okay, so a lot of times we see people left, right, around us really getting successful, really climbing up the ladder. And sometimes we feel, whoa, they don't do half as much as we do. Or all right, okay, maybe they do their work, but we do even better. And what is it that we need to do that, our work goes unnoticed, or we go unnoticed, or it's not happening for us, whatever it may be. So you'll take a deep look, hard, deep look within to see what is it that's really stopping you. Now, when usually this card comes up, belief systems are something that we pick up anytime and every time. And a lot of it, unfortunately, when we're much younger in childhood, when we don't know too much about what would work for us and what doesn't, and we just soak, we're sponges, so we soak from the people around us, our elders, our friends, we just soak stuff in. And as an example, the one that I typically like to use, I'm not saying this is for you at all, this is just an example, please keep that in mind, is like one really really needs to struggle to make money. So for example, if someone had that belief, they would always keep sending the energy to the universe, God, whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in, you'll keep sending that energy forward that you need to struggle to make money. So you'll make money, but it'll always come through a lot of struggle. And then you'll be wondering, why do other people get it easily? Well, they probably don't have that belief, or they're not operating on that belief. So in the same way, you need to take a deep look deep within as to what is the belief that you're really operating from, which is not working for you. Okay, is it sabotaging your success? Is it delaying your success? Do you come in your own way of happiness? Do you do you struggle with accepting and receiving, right? So you'll have to figure out what it is in your belief system that's not working for you, and you are going to actually release it for good. Now, when I say for good, it doesn't mean that it'll never show up again, but you will actually forever have a good understanding, okay, this is what doesn't work for me. So the next time it shows up in your personality or your routine, you'll be like, whoa, you've come back again, and this belief needs to go. But first, need to know what that belief is, right? So that awareness will come around. So how I see it, in the beginning of 2023, you're dealing with a lot of introspection. You really need to, and you do need to figure it out as well. You do need the introspection. You need an upside down perspective. You really need to figure out which way you want 2023 to go, your career and work life to go. And for that, you need to also see what's stopping you from doing that so far, what's been delaying you, and you need to get rid of it. Whatever that junk negativity you're holding on to from childhood or otherwise, you need to really get rid of it. Again, a major arcana card. 3 out of 4 cards already major arcana cards. Now this one means it's time for you again to study. So right now, very strongly, you have to hold the impulse back. If I can see a theme so far, and I would say with all of this, just one message if I could give forward, I would say hold on to your horses. Hold on. Don't hold off. Don't go running after things. Don't be impulsive. Yes, that's hard for you. I know it's hard for almost all fire signs. Don't run after something. Don't screw it up. This is your time to step back, listen a little more, then listen a little more, then again listen a little more. Try and understand what's happening around you, see what's best for you. It's time for you to study and gain more experience, not do. The doing will come soon after, I promise you, once all of this is settled in, but you need to let this energy settle in first. You probably have been doing a lot, and it's probably brought you great returns, amazing, but it's still left you a little bit feeling empty, not in the right direction, or it probably hasn't got you the gains that you wanted. You've been figuring out why. And here is the answer. You need to look deep within. And you have to trust your gut. So if something comes up from your childhood where you picked up the belief, trust it. Don't discount it. You're understanding things very, very correctly. If you follow meditative practice, absolutely continue that. If you can try and do breath work, that would be amazing to calm yourself and to really connect deep within. You can use a lot of free tunes, apps, or kind of free stuff available on YouTube and elsewhere to just, any kind of tune that helps you relax and just do breath work, few slow, deep breaths in and out. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people feel that they cannot do that with eyes closed. Do it with eyes open, doesn't matter. A lot of people feel they can't do that at all. Then I would say just light a candle, keep looking at this flame for as long as you can, and let things come up, right? Little simple things like that, whatever works for you, but do it. Intuition, meditation right now, going deep within, deep introspection is what is really going to get your career in the direction that you want it to go in, not anything else. So I don't see any kind of material work over here. This is a lot of soul searching, in-depth work. The only material work I see is over here in February, where you're trying to figure out the courses. So you look up maybe universities or credentials and degrees and reviews and, blah, blah, all of that stuff. But other than that, it is a lot of soul searching and looking within as to what really works for you. When you do this, you see the success that you've been wanting. So this is you're going to find somebody nice. Maybe it's the start of a new relationship, or it could be finding a new job. a new opportunity, and or it could also be a new relationship with you. You have finally found this new you know what you want. You've been so patient all this while, 5 months, not being impulsive. I know that's asking a lot from a fire sign, but that's where it's going to go. And you can, when it has to be patient, and when you have to put focus on something, then that's your strength as well. You can really, really get it. And you're really going to find a new version of you. You'll let go of whatever hasn't worked for you so far. And that's when you're going to see the new you and the newer opportunities coming in. Again, a major arcana card, the one that just flew out, means when that happens, these cards, these messages really want to get across to you. They really want to be heard. So when this card comes up, I'll pull this card up. And this card comes up, you're being asked to show the strength of a lion or lioness, and you're asked to be as kind as a lamb as well. Depending upon who you're talking to, don't let anybody trample you, no matter what their position. Don't let anybody walk over you, take you for a ride. Be strong. This is the new you found, right? So look at this. It's just a baby fairy here, like a little child. And this is you. So it'll take you time to get all of that energy inside, synced in, but eventually you'll do that. And when you do that, you have to balance out. You have to forgive people who've hurt you. Now, what I see here is that when you're going to look deep within belief systems, you'll probably pick up where you picked it up. You'll probably get angry as to whoever taught you that. Maybe they taught you that on purpose. They didn't know any better. A lot of trauma drama will open up, and you're being asked to engage in forgiveness. Now, from my experience, forgiveness happens to be one of the hardest things we can do, especially if we really mean it and we're doing it for good. Really, really one of the hardest things you can do, but it frees you as well. The reward is equally great, and it frees you a lot of gunk, heaviness that we've been carrying with us without maybe realizing, or maybe with realizing, because we don't know what will happen to us if we let go of it, right? Because that's the only thing we're holding on to. So you're being asked to be strong and balance that kindness as well. Deep down, you're very kind, very caring, but sometimes you can come off as extremely blunt as well. Okay, so you're being asked to tone off that bluntness with with insight wherever you need to tone it down. You don't need to be tough with everyone. You need to probably be tough with people who take you lightly, but those who are not, you don't need to be tough with them. So you have to balance that energy out. Otherwise, you'll be seen as too kind and too rough and all at the wrong places. And we don't want that with career, right? We need to be diplomatic. We need to also put people in their place when they're being rude or wrong. And we also need to be kind to our juniors and subordinates and even otherwise, right? So balance out that energy. So overall, first half of the year, quite intense, to be honest, quite intense. A lot of reflection, intense reflection, a lot of inner work. And it seems all about inner work in the first half of the year. Let's see what the second half of the year says. But it's good. It's, yes, you're not really into minting money right away and all of that, but this is what will get you there eventually, right? If you don't do this, then it'll be just 1 year after the year, another year, and give and take a few experiences here and there, but pretty much the same. And you don't want that, because if this is showing up, means you have been searching for what's off. You have been looking for that soul searching. You haven't got around to doing it, but 2023 shows a huge promise of you actually looking deep within. Again, a major arcana card. Now this time, because you've done all this work, and because this card of being kind and strong together and having that inner strength has come up together, it just means, I would say, you are being asked to stay with people who are like-minded. Okay, don't let anybody who thinks too differently bring you down. Don't get too crazy into comparison. And yes, you have to figure out, whenever this card comes up, you have to see which on the continuum, where are you? And the continuum extends from extreme rigidity and orthodoxy to extreme modernism, so, or the other side. So now, if you are of the modern approach, you'll find the other side quite irritating, and vice versa. So you need to see at workplace, if you're finding somebody, pick and choose your battles. There's no need to get into any kind of intense conversation with them. There's no need to change other people's opinions to match your own, but you need to find like-minded people for sure, who can support you, who can help you, who can raise your confidence, and where you feel safe and kind and nurtured, right? So you need to find that. Listen to other people again, though. Listen to other people, but this is not an upside down card. So you've done a good deal of that. So kudos for that. Give yourself a huge pat on the back, because that's not very easy for any of us. But you have to not get into comparison, not take out your anger from one place on the other. Do the right thing for the right thing, and seek out if not a spiritually minded community, like the card says, typically speaking, seek out people who are like-minded in general, so that you can build upon this this confidence, and you've just become a new version of yourself. So a lot of that energy is still settling in, and you don't want people who don't like that energy, or who quite opposite from that energy, to be berating all around you and to pull you down. You don't want that, right? After this, around the time of June, July, August, you'll see that things are looking good. Okay, you'll actually have left this big past behind, taking all the experiences from it, learned a lot from it, but left the past behind. And yes, it'll take you a while, because it's been a while. It's been a long, long year of just a lot of introspection, deep work. You haven't probably seen promotions and success and money and raise and so on and so forth. So it's a bit long time till August, but things are going to start looking up immediately after July. So the moment I see it, you do work on your major arcana guidance and minor arcana guidance. So basically, the way the cards work is that the few forward cards depend on the ones that have gone before them. So the good appears when you've worked on all of this. So listen to other people, take an upside down perspective in January, do a lot of research before moving on in a different direction if you are, or if towards studies you're going. Take a deep, hard look within, even if it hurts, take a deep look within and let go of whatever's not working for you. Listen to your intuition, calm down. This is not a time to do things, but just listen. That will give you the new you. You'll know what works. You'll know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you need to let go. Balance that energy out. Don't need to be blunt all the time. Don't need to be kind and sweet all the time. Find like-minded people. You would have actually let go of a lot of gunk and negativity by doing that, and things will start looking really, really up from that point of time. Didn't I say so? Right? This shows collaboration, a partnership you can trust, a creative idea you can pursue, somebody you can really, really trust and work with. Okay, so after August, immediately things are going to take time, because you've done the patient work, right? So now it's time to spring into action. No delays here. Just things can happen very quickly, where you'll see your dreams coming true, or at least the seeds of those dreams being sowed, and you're going to see a lot of progress very quickly, August onwards, right? You just have to hang in there, but while doing this work, or this happens but it gets delayed based upon when you get to doing this work. So you've done a lot of hard work, and the bright future ahead is guaranteed, provided you do all this hard work. Okay, now this card again indicates a very strong, promising result, but future results. So you might again get impulsive, impatient, right? Fire signs can tend to be, you are extremely perseverant, but the polar opposite is you can tend to get very impatient as well. So once you're done your thing, once you have to do your thing, you have a goal, you'd go for it, and nothing will come in between. But once you're there, you're like, okay, what do I do now? Okay, and that's when the impatience begins. That's pretty much for all of us. So you have to have patience. Do not worry. Your future is guaranteed. Returns are guaranteed. You just have to wait, because it was a long-term thing. Maybe you were getting a degree. So it depends upon that. So these are future investments, but definitely validation from the universe that you'll get the returns that you're due. You'll get the money or the returns, the appreciation, the validation, the promotion, the career raise, change, whatever it is that you want. It is a wise investment of money. You just have to wait it out. You'll have to wait for the returns, because that's the nature of the investment itself. Very beautiful major arcana again. Just see the beautiful peacock feathers here. Peacock feathers indicate self-esteem, honor, prestige, beauty, all together, right? You are actually going to let go. Once you make these kind of investments and develop the patience, you're going to let go of whatever doesn't work for you for good. You're going to literally burn those beliefs up that don't work for you and let it be in the past. Okay, so see, you started doing that journey, you went on that journey. This is where that journey culminates. And of course, a major arcana card is popping up in different months: January, and then March, April, and then June, and then July, and then now in November. But just before, your birthday time, end of November, December happens to be your birthday month. But when this happens, it means that you are willing to let go of these things for good. That doesn't mean that these beliefs will not show up again, in 2024. But if, they're like a little like weeds, you take a big chunk off, and it will take a massive time for that belief to become that strong, because you're working on it actively. You recognize it this time, so you're not going to let it grow as big as the first time when you dealt with a weed in the garden, or otherwise dealt with something else, like if you're cleaning something or making something for the first time, or learning how to swim, or learning how to drive a car for the first time. It's harder, it takes long, and then becomes easy. Doesn't mean you require no focus at all, but require little. So in the same way, when you release that level of gunk, you release a lot of nonsense from your life. And when you release that sort of nonsense, what have you done? You've made a huge room in your life, energy wise, to invite pleasantness, happiness in, success in, because you've let go of crap. It's the same way we give away stuff to charity from our homes. We keep doing this, cleansing from home, taking out stuff to make room for, other stuff, to just make more space. In the same way, you need to make more space energy wise also in your life. If you don't have any space for the good to come in, where's it going to come in, right? So you do that work in November, intense work, but really good, promising work. And that brings you the results that you have been wanting all along. So this is a major arcana card again, and this indicates money, success, promotion, you name it, whatever you want. All delays are over, sudden good luck, new travel, new car, you name it, whatever it is that you've been wanting, you'll get suddenly in December. But that's because you've done all this work. Okay. And please don't feel disheartened to see, oh my God, things are going to come like at the end of 2023. No, not at all. Things are beginning in 2023, where you start doing what you want because you're looking at things in a different way. You're willing to do more research and go on the path of study, academics, scholarship, whatever it is, maybe career advancement. So things start looking up right from that point, because you've started to go in the right direction. You stepped in the right direction. And after that, you start seeing money. And then there's this continuous flow after this point onwards, in the direction that you've been wanting it to go all along. So I must say, very beautiful but intense reading for 2023, but also very honest with yourself. You are being Sagittarians, very, very honest. You're actually looking up whatever you want to do. You're taking a call on it, and you're not taking no for an answer, and you're not even, fooling yourselves into that this is what it's not. You're looking at something, as hard as it may be, you're going for it, and it will definitely give you the results, guaranteed, in this year. And 2024 should be a lot smoother because you've done so much of this hard work, right? Of course, there's a long time before that reading, but it should be a lot smoother. So that is the generic reading for the sun sign of Sagittarius for career and work life 2023. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe before you go. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me via the comments. If you'd like a more specific individual reading, feel free to reach out to me as well. But that's it for today. Hope you resonated with the reading. Hope you liked it. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll be here with a different video tomorrow. Bye for now. Lots of love.